Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel and happy Monday. If you're new to this channel, my name is Leeor Alexandra. I talk about the law of attraction, happiness, self-growth, all that good stuff. And on Mondays, I like to share law of attraction success stories to get everybody really inspired and in a high vibration for the rest of the week. To keep with this week's trend, today I'm going to share some 2-cup method manifestation success stories. First, I want to show you guys the beautiful new pictures I'm adding to my vision board, my vision wall this week because they are gorgeous. These are from Wall Picks and I've decided to just get a bunch of them and just fill up my entire wall with this gorgeous approach to a vision board. Remember, you get a discount off your order with my code Leeor10. If you do get your own Wall Picks and decide to do your own vision board with them, make sure to send me pictures on Instagram. I'd love to see it and get inspiration for the rest of my wall because I want to fill up my entire wall. If you didn't watch last week's video, I was talking about Wall Picks a little bit. They're awesome because if you live in a dorm or in an apartment and you want to have art on your walls, these do not damage the walls. They're just stick on and stick off. I pulled them off, I've rearranged them, and they do no damage to the walls. They're such high quality, they're beautiful. They're super easy to order and to create and to hang up, and they come in the mail in like a couple of days, so they're awesome. Secondly, it's been a while since I've assigned some homework or a challenge, and I want to get back into doing that because I think you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. So this week, this is going to be kind of a self-growth thing for mindfulness and for being present. This week I want us to all focus on thinking before we speak. So I had a conversation with a 5-year-old girl this week and I noticed how long she took before answering. She took a moment to think, to really think about what she was going to say before she answered me. She took a moment to think about what I said, she analyzed what I said, and then she analyzed what she wanted to say before she said it. When children speak, it's usually very honest, and it was just very interesting to me how as adults, when we grow up, we start to speak and answer each other very rapidly because we want to fill up silent air. We don't really take a moment to think about what we're going to say. And when we do things like that, we're kind of not living in the moment. We're just kind of thinking about, oh, how am I going to reply? In that way, we're not really listening to people either. We're just hearing them. Or we're hearing them, we're not listening. Whatever, you know what I mean. So I thought it would be a really nice exercise to just take a moment in every conversation to be very still, present, and mindful. Be in that conversation. Be with that person, look them in the eyes, analyze what they just said, analyze their body language, what they're feeling, what vibration they're giving off, and then reply after taking a minute to think about it. And yeah, people might think it's weird in the beginning, but ultimately I think that they will respect you more. That's a respectable thing because it's like you're really thinking about what you're saying before you say it. I think it's a very stoic thing to do, and in extension, it makes you look more intelligent, more there. So try that with me if you guys would like. I'm going to do that all this week and see how I like it. And let's check back in next Manifestation Monday. And now without further ado, let's get right into today's Manifestation Monday success story. So this week's stories are all about the 2-cup method. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I talked about it on Saturday's video. Make sure to check it out before watching this because this video, the success stories, might be a little confusing to you if you don't have some background. The 2-cup method is a law of attraction manifesting technique where you use cups and water to jump dimensions. So yeah, I know it sounds trippy, but just watch that video, come back, you'll get it. So the first story is the story of my good friend. She wants to be anonymous. She just recently decided to leave her boyfriend. She loved him dearly, but their relationship was very toxic and it came to a point where she was just like, she needed to leave. It was time. It was stopping her from living. It was really difficult for her, however, and she tried to leave him twice and she just kept falling back into the relationship and she couldn't leave him. So my friend realized that she might need a little bit of help from the universe and she decided to try the 2-cup method once I told her about it. I had recently told her about it and she decided to give it a go. So on 1 cup she wrote painful relationship. On another cup she wrote painless breakups, effortless breakup. She followed the instructions. She thought deeply about her desire when she poured the water from 1 cup to the other. She listened to the water pour. She visualized herself in a new situation as she was doing this. And then when she drank the water, she thought only about being free and feeling good and the relief she will feel once she's out of this relationship. As she was drinking, she pictured herself walking into a fresh, bright, new reality. So she didn't think that this method would work as well as other law of attraction methods would. In fact, when I told her about it, she was like, Leeor, are you serious about this one? And I'm like, just try it. So she completely forgot about this after doing it. However, 2 days later, she got together with her boyfriend for lunch. She wasn't thinking about breaking up with him at the time, but throughout the lunch, it became more and more apparent to her that it was time to do so. After lunch, they went for a walk, and suddenly something shifted, which I would say is the dimensional jumping. It's the reality shifting. Something shifted, and she felt like an entity had taken over her. It wasn't her. She was cool, calm, and relaxed. And she had a very mature conversation with him. She ended the relationship on good terms, and she felt so strong. She didn't have one tear. She even said that on her way driving home, she just felt elated and relieved. And since then, he's tried to get back together with her, but she's been super strong. She hasn't thought about going back. She's not budging, and the shift that she had wanted really came to her. The second story was submitted on the Facebook group, but this baby elephant wants to remain anonymous, so we're gonna call her Alex. So Alex has been trying to manifest a relationship for a while. She's tried a bunch of different methods that have just not really like aligned with her, and she has not seen any results. So she heard about the 2-cup method of manifesting, of attracting, and she thought that would be fun, so she decided to give it a go. So when she sat down to do this, on one glass Alex wrote single, not in a relationship. On the other, she wrote in a relationship with someone handsome and amazing. She said that she found the whole process silly and fun, and she just kind of felt like it would work. A few days later, Alex met somebody that she wrote that she could only describe as her soulmate. They met for dinner and they clicked immediately. And she says that not only is he handsome, but he checks off everything that she had been scripting about that she wanted. He told her that she's everything he's been looking for also, and after just 2 weeks of dating, he asked to be exclusive. I'm so happy for Alex. Just reading that story gave me chills and gave everybody in that group so much inspiration. People love that story. I'm so happy for you, Alex. Thank you for sharing that, my love. The last story is mine, and I don't usually like to give, the most private details, but I thought that this manifestation was so crazy and so successful that I just had to share it with you guys in case it could help somebody out there. So, as many of you know, I'm in a new relationship, and we've never really fought before. We get along really well, but before we were meant to go on vacation together, he was taking me on vacation as his date to a wedding. Something was very off between us, and we weren't fighting, but we just weren't getting along, and it made me really sad because I feel very strongly about this relationship. For a full week, I wasn't feeling like myself because we just weren't getting along, and it's just like I started to think that maybe I wasn't gonna go on this vacation anymore. So I watched the You Are Creators video on the 2-cup method, and I decided, I am gonna do a video on the 2-cup method. I might as well test it out, because I had tested this method out years ago and it worked for me years ago, but this time I really wanted to see if it was gonna work when I'm not in the highest vibration, So I decided to do it, and I had to fix my vibration a little bit, so I made myself go work out. I had a nice big vegan lunch with lots of fruits and veggies, and I played some music, and I felt a little bit better. I cleaned up also. I felt a little bit better, but not in my highest vibration. But I decided to sit down and do this anyways, because in 2 days we were supposed to leave for this vacation. So on 1 cup, I wrote the details, a couple sentences, the details of my unsatisfactory current reality. I wrote my relationship isn't doing so well, and a few more details. And on the desired reality cup, I wrote I'm in a great relationship. I have an amazing relationship with the love of my life. It is completely blissful. And I wrote a few other more personal details on that cup. So I drank the water, I meditated on the new dimension I had just entered. I was convinced it worked, and then I went on with my day. So later that night, he and I talked, and he made sure that I knew I'm still coming on vacation with him, and that he never for a second thought that I wasn't going to come. So that was nice, but I still wasn't sure what terms we were on or how it was going to be. So the next day, it was time to go, and within the first hour of being together, I was just blown away. We had not only gone back to the amazing relationship that we had before this rocky week, we had transcended several levels. We were so incredibly happy together, so respectful of each other, so supportive and proud to be together. He was amazing to me. He is amazing to me beyond my wildest dream. We spent 10 wonderful days together. I'm a very independent person. It's hard for me to be with one person over and over again, day after day. I didn't get sick of him. We didn't get sick of each other. We just enjoyed each other's company so much and had so much fun. And the trip went exactly, I had written a little bit about the trip in my manifestation in the 2-cup method, and it went exactly like I wanted it to go. We kept saying how good the trip had been for us, how it solidified all our feelings for each other. It was just perfect. I truly do believe that my desire and my request was granted from the universe. I feel like what I asked for aligned with my usual vibration and that I achieved that frequency. I got back into that dimension and I feel like I'm in the right dimension right now, in the right universe, in the right reality. This experience completely sealed the deal for me with the 2-cup method because it really did. It changed my relationship completely. It was amazing before and now it's just on another level completely, in another dimension, you know? I think that what these 3 stories had in common is that all 3 of us used this, not really like putting all of our desires and hope and all of our faith into it. We kind of just were like, you know, I know about this method, let me try it out, maybe it'll help. And that detachment, that easygoing attitude is what made these manifestations happen so immediately. So I highly recommend trying out the 2-cup method, you guys. It's so easy, it's fun, why not do it? So that's it for today's Manifestation Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed those stories. I keep forgetting to say this, but please, 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 tell me something good in the comments. Let's raise our vibrations. I want to hear great comments. Tell me your success stories, big or small. Tell me something good that happened to you in the past week or whenever. Just tell me something good. Also, let me know if you're going to be joining my little challenge for the week. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the stories. Remember, it really helps out the channel. Thank you. I love you so much. And until my next video, as always, keep your vibrations way, way, way up. Bye.